Greetings all once more. I tell you what, that last reading just felt so messy to me. And I have my mom in my ear post that last reading, reassuring me that it's not my place to judge and that I should just rest assured that I'm learning what I'm supposed to be learning by doing two different sides of the story, and that feels like what I'm getting in the reads for tonight. So she said that I should be grateful to Stace for the fact that he's a strong enough man to know when he can feel that his raven needs to read, and let me do this and let me learn. She said his people got to work with me and teach me some new things last night, and now it's my mommy's turn tonight to teach me some more stuff. So we will just be moving on here, and we will see what is occurring for this next read, as I don't know who I'm reading for. All right, let's see it. Ooh, what you don't see is the devil is in the upright. Okay, we've got addiction, materialism, playfulness, feeling trapped. Okay, and we have to remember that the devil can be a working energy too. So, all right. Oh, a couple thrown all the way. We've got an Ace of Swords. So somebody wants to make a breakthrough or a departure from the devil energy. And a Ten of Wands. The problem is that there's too much going on for you. You're overwhelmed, you're overburdened. So whoever is in the devil energy, what I'm seeing is you want to get out of it and you want to lay down some of those burdens. This looks to be a promising storyline. All right. You have Judgment. You're doing some reflection, some reckoning, awakening, and spiritual calling. That's often a way that we get ourselves out of devil energy. And eventually you're going to have some celebrations. You might have a new marriage coming in, or you're coming home and you're starting to feel like you belong. So we have somebody here that has started off in just terrible energy, but they're having breakthroughs. They're setting down their burdens. They're utilizing judgment to do an awakening for themselves, and then they're going to be setting down their burden. Well, eventually, once they set down these burdens, they're going to be celebrating. Celebration could be that you've set down the burdens, depending on what you're over. All right. Right now, what I'm being told is you're trying to find the balance, because you've got the Two of Pentacles, okay? You have the Two of Pentacles, and you are still doing some juggling. Spirit is saying to tell you it's all about the priorities. How are you prioritizing? And then I'm finally getting who is holding all this energy. This is a younger person, I think, riding a Knight of Cups. So it's somebody, what I'm being told is right now, while this person is working on setting down the burdens, it's really more about the sensitivity, okay? So anything else we should know about this Knight of Cups, please? Not the book. Not a book. This one? This one. You're starting to follow the sun, okay? So as you are setting down these burdens, you're still doing a little bit of juggling back and forth. You're trying to prioritize and figure out what makes the most sense for you. And holy hell, I didn't see these. These are what you don't see. Four of Pentacles. Oh, I'm being told that this was supposed to be with the Two of Pentacles. Apologies, they fell in my lap. I didn't even feel them. They're all in the upright. So here's what you're juggling in the Two of Pentacles. So your storyline just got even more interesting. You want the world. You want to end and close the old cycle. Okay? So you want to achieve what you're setting out here, right? You want the celebration. You're spinning the wheel, and what you're having problem with, I'm being told to say, that's juggling and causing you some blockage, is some controlling ways, because you got the Four of Pentacles, so you're holding on to some old things. That's what's in your Two of Pentacles line. But what you want and what you're trying to move towards is the Lovers. So what Spirit is saying is, in order to get the Knight of Cups, that fresh renewal, and move towards the Sun, you're going to have to decide to put down this Two of Pentacles. Okay? Sorry about that. Didn't even feel that. And they all were in the upright, so all right, now I'm being told that's enough of that. I'm going to go ahead and get kipperish. So this is somebody that's trying to make movement, trying to make progress, is what my mom is saying. Your biggest problem right now, she is saying, and your biggest blockage has to do with your holding on to things that you should be setting down. In order to pick up something new, you have to put something old down, okay? So, and she said, that is your devil, is that you are a little too controlling. She said sometimes a lot too controlling is what she's saying for whoever this person is. She said a lot of lovers don't particularly care for people that are controlling because they typically see controlling energy also along the way of what my mom is saying is manipulation tactics, okay? You know, do, say, be anything to get your own way is what my mom is saying, to remind you. She said that's the devil that you've got to learn to stop juggling with. And whoever this is trying to do just that because they want something new and they want to move into the Sun. So let's look at some kipperish and see if we can find out some more for whoever this is. I ain't taking a whole book. I am not taking a whole book. I'll take this first one, Pathway. I don't know why Spirit wants to throw whole entire books and stories at me. So those don't even make sense for that anyway. I think they just wanted me to show Pathway, which, what about the Pathway? Not the whole book, please. Especially ones that aren't a part of the story. Yeah, Pathway to Commitment. There we go. Sometimes I have to remind. My mom is saying, whose fingers are holding the cards? Whose fumbly fingers are holding the card? I'm like, you know what? My mom is accusing me of having fumbly fingers, and that might be true. They do feel a little fumbly. I'm throwing a whole book. But she's saying these are the two correct cards right here. So this person wants a new pathway to a new commitment, but you have to stop juggling with the control issues for whoever this is for. Anything else? I'm trying not to have fumbly fingers. Dang it. There we go. You're intuitive. You are an intuitive. It says Ice Queen. It could be also Ice King. You know, remember, tarot does not dictate who it is, and that's it in kipperish. So you want that new pathway. You need to understand and recognize that the Two of Pentacles that you're juggling against, that's blocking the world, is literally your devil. It's this Four of Pentacles. It's that control issue. That's what's blocking you, but you're intuitive and you still want to go after, you want to use a Knight of Cups to go after a cup of love, and the Lovers is your Sun. That's your happiness, that's your joy. But you're going to have to learn to set down the controlling ways. All right. Okay. Let's see if I can get you anything from here. With my fumbly fingers apparently want to throw the whole book at me. I'm struggling to see how it's me. Clarity and stress, okay? That could be what's causing you to, first of all, you need to get some clarity. You're looking for clarity, that's why you're watching tarot. But the stress is probably greatly contributing, I'm being told, to this issue that you're having with control, okay? So clarity. Seek clarity through reflections and mindful awareness. Do you know what's in that Two of Pentacles? You do now. Okay? Clear your vision. Clear visions, guides, wise decisions. Boy, all of a sudden, you know what? My mouth is fumbly too. What do you got to say about that, Mom? She has a few snarky things to say. She's like, has there ever been a time that it's not been fumbly? Okay. All right, stress. Manage stress with self-care and mindfulness. Prioritize balance and well-being in daily life. Remember, we've got somebody who is doing the juggling. That is their devil. They're doing the juggling, and the juggling for them is all about the control issues. Okay? So the balance needs to be struck. You've got to put that down. You know, it's okay to have expectations of yourself and of other people, but when it comes to I need to be in control at all times, that does not make a decent relationship situation or situationship, all right? See if there's anything for you here in this set. This one is at least a little less sloppy than the last one, I'll tell you what. The weight of words. Really? Okay, the weight of words. A spoken vow or a repeated story now carries tangible powers. Choose your narrative with care, okay? That Four of Pentacles. What are you saying when it comes to you feeling like you need to be in control of a thing, okay? Anything else in here? I'm hearing no. I'm hearing no. And I'm wondering if there's any time for... That's a no too. So what my mom is saying on the other side is that's one of those things that you need to become aware of. They're literally showing you what the wounding is here without me even picking up a sacred wounding card. You can be very controlling in relationships and need things to be kind of your way or the highway. And for many, many, many people, that just doesn't work out well for the other side. People that are talking about, especially when you pulled a lover's card. When it comes to wanting to be with a lover, you have to know that it's a balance. The Two of Pentacles needs to become you and the lover balancing, okay? Not you balancing with controlling type of ways. Ooh, I'm shocked I got that out. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and roll some die, see if I can get the collective out there. Some numbers. My mom can feel that I'm getting tired, and yet she's still saying, Stace is right, there's four. There's four because she says there's 7 billion people on the planet, don't you know? And I'm like, oh, they're not all on my channel. Yoga and head home, okay? Head home, get some balance, maybe make a night, offer to give your partner, your spouse, whatever it is that helps them feel good too. Yoga usually means all chakras need realignment. This could be somebody in their 30s or 33, at most maybe 43 or 40, and whoever this is, you are in the middle of resetting yourself. You've got the double zeros. We have a weird connection to the weird Libra. I could be the weird Libra. I would admit it that I'm the weird Libra. And then also Aries. Somebody has a connection to Aries, okay? So you may have Libra in your chart or Aries in your chart, or you may be a Libra or you may be an Aries or connecting to one. All right, now I'm going to get some Trinky Charms. Thank you to whoever has this story. You are just a little more forward. And I'm going to tell my mom, she wants me to do one more reads tonight, then she needs to, make it something like this versus these crazy kind of half and half splits that I have to really look at, because as you can see, I am getting tired, folk. All right, we have the letter L. The turtle is upside down, so I was trying to say something about this turtle being, what she said before. Remember, there's a vulnerability piece for turtles when they are in the upside down. She said it in different ways before in terms of somebody maybe being subject to something more harsh, but in this person's case, what she is saying is that you need to learn to be more vulnerable. When you learn to be vulnerable, that Four of Pentacles starts subsiding, that ego piece starts coming down, okay? So in your case, the turtle needs to go into reverse is what she's saying. This may be somebody that has a connections to the nations. Somebody likes the rabbits. However, right now, the rabbit seems to be running away. That might be because you have to, make sure that you are being vulnerable and not controlling, all right? The money sign is here. However, it's the dollar sign. It's in the reverse. So, she said for the person out there that wants to be controlling with the pentacle energies, you might want to rethink that. For the other half that overspends to compensate, you might also want to rethink that. Hopefully that helps both sides, I guess. Now, the spider is in the upright. And what she's saying is when the spider is in the upright, this is something that I didn't catch from anybody last night, and she's saying that's because it's for her to say to me now. When the spider is in the upright, this spider is ready to start rewebbing, is ready to make better connections, healthy connections. And so somebody is trying to work on that Two of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles that's disbalancing in that Two of Pentacles. So she's basically saying your turtle needs to be invulnerable, and you put the turtle in vulnerability position so that they let down some of those controlling aspects. The spider will be able to start successfully spinning the web, planting the web, is what she's saying. Okay. Right now, you're somebody that likes Christmas, but you haven't had anybody special to celebrate Christmas with you in a minute. It's interesting because there's still somebody on the other end that's an overspender that you're connected to. She's saying that's a part of your wounding that you need to learn to heal from and let go of. The other person needs to, whoever it was that kind of triggered that for you, the other person needs to learn that buying and spending just excessively for no particular reason isn't going to bring them any joy. But this person that's in disbalance and is holding on for dear life misses having Christmases with the person that's the overspender. So I'm surprised I didn't pull a Six of Cups. It's interesting. I think this person wants somebody someone that they used to know, someone that they used to love. Okay. Yeah, and here's the Christmas gift again. And here's the peace offering and the peace dove, which we typically see around Christmas time. I'm really, really, really shocked that a Six of Cups didn't come with this one. This one is somebody that either likes fashion and design, or is all about creating a clothing line, something like that. So, and I don't know if it's the person that misses the Six of Cups or if it's the Six of Cups person. And this, my mom is saying it's who the Six of Cups person is. They're very creative. They create clothing, fashion, something like that. And you miss spending Christmases with this person. So we pulled the Lovers, but I was reading this as a new lover, and my mom is saying, it's part of my journey and having to learn is to be able to understand as I'm seeing these hints and tips that it's somebody that somebody misses from their past, even without that Six of Cups. It's about the energy and the flow, so, which of course I know. Okay, wow. Well, I'm sorry. I do hope that as you start to balance out that Four of Pentacles, for whoever this is, that you get your Six of Cups, the Lovers that you missed, okay? That's what they want. All right. I hope that helps somebody out there. Love to you all.